It happened in my sleep. Sleep Paralysis, Episode 1. The first time it happened, I remember waking and an enormous pressure bearing down on me, and a loud, almost deafening buzzing sound in my ears. I felt threatened, as though some demonic presence was hovering above me, trying to possess me, trying to force itself into my body, and I was unable to fight it off. I can remember trying to speak, to tell it to go away, to leave me alone, and that I wouldn't let it have me. Eventually, the sound in my ears faded away and the pressure eased, and I was able to move again. But at that time, I didn't really know what sleep paralysis was. It wasn't until I stumbled upon an article about it that I realized what I was suffering from. Although I know now that I'm not actually being attacked by some demonic force, it's still absolutely terrifying when you're stuck in that moment and unable to do anything except wait for it to end. To date, I have terrible hallucinations, and as I try to fight my paralysis, I sometimes flick back and forth between reality and my dream. So I can see my room and have my eyes open, but the creature from my nightmare, if that's what it is also in my room. It's genuinely petrifying and has made me feel like I'm actually being possessed, which in turn makes me feel like I'm going crazy. It used to last only a few seconds, but recently it starts getting longer and longer. That's terrifying when you're conscious of it. You feel trapped inside yourself for a significantly long period of time. Maybe 10, maybe 15 minutes. It's horrible. I wouldn't wish it on anyone, not even my worst enemy. I wish there was a real cure so I could never have to go through it again. The best I can do is try and avoid technology before bed and make sure my bedtime is set every night to give me a routine, to change this pattern or whatever it is that haunts me. I get to sleep, I get sleep paralysis 4 to 5 times a year. It happens mostly when I fall asleep during the day. I have a vague, non-specific dream, usually involving threat or danger. It's accompanied by a feeling of extreme dread, which then escalates into horrible terror. I tend to have auditory hallucinations. The voice will be clear, and I'll hear it as if someone is standing right next to me. I know I'm asleep, but the voice is real. Sometimes I also see a figure standing nearby. I try to scream, but I can't make a sound. I'll try to run, but I can't move. Somewhere in my mind, I'm aware that I'm asleep, but I cannot wake up or move. I'm pinned down. The only way to come around is to let the terror overwhelm me, and then I slowly come to. I don't wake up violently, thrashing, screaming, or sweating. I'm calm, but it takes me a couple of hours to feel normal again. The thought of it makes me nervous. That's why I'm kind of jittery talking about this. It isn't the same as a nightmare. The feelings with sleep paralysis are profoundly intense, but based on a non-specific threat. There's no monster, no axe murderer, no terrible accident. Just you, alone with your fear, and unable to escape it. This is my first episode about sleep paralysis. I'll continue on the next one. Stay tuned, and I hope this beginning of this story has become interesting. It does exist, it does happen. Until then, good night.